Hello students, myself Popere, Assistant Professor in Botany at Rare Shikshan Sanstha's RBNB College, Srirampur. In this lecture, we are going to study the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So, first we will see what is prokaryote and eukaryotic cell. Now, prokaryotic cell means, pro means this prokaryote. In that, pro means primitive, karyotic word, it has come from the word karyon, that means nucleus. So, the meaning of the prokaryote is they have the primitive nucleus, and this eukaryotic cell, eukaryote means eu means true and karyotic that is karyon, it means nucleus. So prokaryotic cell they have primitive nucleus and eukaryotic cell they have true nucleus. Now we will see the difference point between prokaryotes and eukaryote. So, first let us see the diagram. So, suppose this is a two cell, this is a prokaryotic cell and this is a eukaryotic cell. So, first difference that will be between the two cells is the size. So, the prokaryotic cell, it will be smaller in size as compared to the eukaryotic cell. So, first is, let's see, suppose size, the size of the prokaryotic cell will be from 1 to 10 micron, and in case of the eukaryote it will be from 10 to 100 micron. So first point will be the difference in the size. Now next we will move to the presence of the plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is the outer membrane which is surrounding the cytoplasm or the cell organelles which are present in the cell. So plasma membrane, it will be present in both the cases, in the prokaryotic as well as in the eukaryotic cell. So the plasma membrane, it is present in both the cell. The outer layer, this is the plasma membrane. But in case of the eukaryotic cells, they have presence of cell wall, and that will be only present in case of the plant cell. So this eukaryotic cell, this will this eukaryotic cell will be animal cell as well as the plant cell. Under this eukaryotic cell, two types of cell will be there, animal and plant cell. So cell wall it will be present in case of the prokaryotes. In eukaryotic cell, in animals, it is absent, and in case of the plant, it will be present. So that is the cell wall. Now next we will move to the genetic material, or we can say the nucleus. Now nucleus, it will be absent in case of the prokaryote, and in case of the eukaryote the nucleus is present. So here nucleus is not present, only the now nucleus contain the genetic material, that is DNA. So this will be, the DNA will be inside the nucleus. But in case of the prokaryotes, they do not have nucleus. The genetic material will be present in the, means they will be floating in the cytoplasm only. It will be present as it is in the cytoplasm. It does not have a specific position in the cell, but in eukaryote it will be present in the middle. So nucleus nucleus is absent in case of the prokaryotic cell, and in case of the eukaryote it is present. Now next will be the nuclear membrane. Now here nucleus is not present, so nuclear membrane will not also be there. But in case of the eukaryote, as nucleus is there and the nucleus is surrounded by a, this is a nuclear membrane. So nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. It is absent in case of the prokaryote and present in case of the eukaryote. Next we will move to the that is the different cell organelles which are present in the cytoplasm. Now cell, in middle there is a presence of the genetic material, or we can say the nucleus, and surrounding to that, in this space, this area, it is consisting of a fluid that is called as a cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm there are different organelles or cell organelles which are present in the cytoplasm. Now we will see the different cell organelles which are present. In case of the eukaryote, cell organelles are present, and in case of the prokaryote, cell organelles, they are absent. Now we will see the different cell organelles. Suppose chloroplast, it will be absent in case of the prokaryote, and in case of the eukaryote it will be present only in case of the plant cell. And in animal cell, the chloroplast, it will be absent. Now next is, after that we will see the mitochondria. Now mitochondria, this is mitochondria, it will be present in case of the eukaryote, and prokaryote it is absent. Now next is, suppose we see after this mitochondria, vacuole. It will be absent in case of the prokaryote, and in case of plant cell it will be prominent or larger in size, and in animal cell it will be smaller in size. So vacuole, it will be only present in eukaryote. That too, there is a difference in plant and animal cell. In plant it is bigger or larger in size or prominent, and in case of the animal it is smaller in size. After that we will see the lysosome. It is also an cell organelle which will be absent in case of the prokaryote and present in case of the eukaryotic cell. Later on, now we will see the ribosome. Now ribosome, this is important for the protein synthesis process. Ribosome, it is present in both the cell, prokaryote as well as the eukaryote. And they will be freely floating in the cytoplasm of a cell. So ribosome will be present in both the cases, because for ribosome they are needed for the protein synthesis process. Now next is endoplasmic reticulum. Here it will also be absent in case of the prokaryote and present in case of the eukaryotic cell. So all the cell organelles will be absent in prokaryotes and present in case of the eukaryote. Only one thing, that is a ribosome, it will be present in case of the prokaryote. Now next we will move to the that is cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton means actin and actin filament that will be absent in case of the prokaryotic cell, and in case of the eukaryote the actin or the cytoskeleton that will be present. So we can say cytoskeleton, it will be absent in case of prokaryote and present in case of the eukaryotic cell. So cytoskeleton means the actin and the tubulin filament. Now flagella, it will be present in both the cases, that is in the prokaryotic as well as the eukaryotic cells. Now we have seen about the nucleus. Nucleus will contain the genetic material. Genetic material means the DNA. Now this DNA, it is present within the nucleus. As nucleus is not present in case of the prokaryotic cell, so they will have a genetic material, that is it may be DNA or RNA, that will be floating freely in the cytoplasm, or also called as nucleoid. Means true nucleus is absent in case of the prokaryote, and in case of the eukaryote this DNA will be present. Now DNA, there is one more, that is histone protein. Histone protein, they are bound to the nucleus. Histone, they will be absent in case of the prokaryote and will be present in case of the eukaryotic cell. So these are the differences between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. The most important difference is the presence of the nucleus and absence of the nucleus, and also the cell organelles. They are present in case of the eukaryotic cells but are absent in case of the prokaryotic cell, and one is only that ribosome will be present because it will be important for the protein synthesis process to occur. Thank you.